Hello guys, this is Glenn from Sydney CBD Repair Centre, and today we have something very special for you. We have an ROG Phone 3 from ASUS, and check this out. Cracked display, cracked back, and really bent. So seeing the condition of this ROG Phone 3, we can see that it's really bent, including the chassis, and it's kind of really a risky repair since it can also damage the battery or the motherboard inside. So we're gonna open this, and this back glass, by the way, is not gonna be replaced. We're gonna reuse this back glass because why not? It's still okay, except for the scratches and of course the cracks. So now that we've opened the device, we are now gonna extract the motherboard from the frame, see if it's damaged. And right now we can see that there's no discernible cracks, and there's a screw that's fling out. And this is the shroud, still okay. And this is the most critical part of the smartphone that we need to check out. So the connectors are still connected, and the motherboard is one piece. You can see that's like an inverted C around the battery. Battery is really big too. Gaming phones tend to have bigger capacity for the battery, and the battery tends to have this kind of curved bend to it, but it's still okay. Lithium batteries can resist damage even if you bend them quite a bit, but it's not really recommended that you damage the battery too. We're going to remove the SIM card tray to fully extract the motherboard. So here it goes. So it's kind of tricky to remove the motherboard since it's kind of not designed for a bent frame, but it's lying flat on the table. So the display is ruined. We're going to replace this one. So this is primarily a screen replacement repair, but we're also going to restore the existing frame, which is made of aluminium. So we're going to try to make it straight for the replacement display. So if it's steel, you can bend it however you want, but since it's aluminum, we can do so much until it finally give in. So David here is twisting the frame to make it align with our level, and also the button slot on the side is also damaged or deformed. So we're gonna fix that one too with some pliers. So now that's fixed, we're not still done yet. We're still gonna perform some micro adjustments just to make sure that it's really ready for the replacement display and the motherboard. So now that it's ready, we can test fit the replacement display and see if it's really straight. So you can see that there's a really great improvement compared to our initial state. So we're gonna proceed now to the full reassembly process. So we're gonna install the new replacement display, and of course the parts that we have extracted, we're gonna put it back together. This is the liquid glue to hold the replacement display to the frame. We have already prepared this slot for the new part or new component. So we're just gonna press it in and let the glue cure for a while. So based on the repair status, it's really delicate repair. So if you have this kind of damage in your ROG Phone 3 or any other smartphone, just don't DIY it, because you can risk bending the battery even more or cracking the PCB on your motherboard. So that's kind of more expensive repair compared to just replacing the glass screen or the back glass or the battery. So all the components here are being reinstalled. We have not yet tested the screen if it works, so David is gonna trust his instinct and troubleshoot the smartphone if the component is not working or the entire smartphone is not functional. So it's not really a guarantee that if you have no static damage on the motherboard that the phone is gonna work pretty well. Sometimes some micro cracks can occur on the board and you can have disconnections on some components, so it can malfunction on certain parts, so it's not a guarantee. So David here is just going blind and trusting his expertise on smartphone repair. So here goes. Okay, so it's still not recharging. Another charger, and you can see that it's blinking, and most likely the battery is fully drained. It's 0%, so it's gonna take a while for it to wake up from deep sleep. So at this point, David is now gonna reinstall the old in stock back glass. So this is not really a crucial component except for covering the internal components. You can just buy yourself a phone case to cover this and you're good to go. Rubber bands to let the glue cure. So while we're waiting for it to cure, we are not really implementing you put heavy stuff on top of your newly repaired device. It's gonna damage your smartphone. It's gonna put a lot of pressure on the display. It's not really recommended here in Sydney CBD Repair Centre. And now it's still low battery, but at least it's charging. And now it's also booting up. It's kind of cool to see this smartphone restored and fully operational. Now we're gonna try to test all the components because you can't be really sure that they are all working because of damage that has been applied to the smartphone. So far so good. So the buttons, the cameras, sensors, the screen is all working, battery is not overheating, it's charging. And now we're gonna just clean it up a bit and put a free tempered glass just to make sure that this thing will never happen. So if you have some problem putting on your tempered glass in your own smartphone, this is how you do it. If you have some bubbles like this one, just lift it up, then take that tape and then remove the particle. Sometimes there's some lint and dust that are caught up underneath it. It's not yet the end of the world. You can just lift it up and then put it back in like so. So I hope you enjoy this video, guys. I hope this has been entertaining, and David has once again proven that he can restore a dead smartphone from the dead. Till next time, cheers!
If you want your smartphone fixed for a very reasonable price, you may contact Sydney CBD Repair Centre. We also provide mail-in repair services for customers outside of Australia or Sydney. Just message us so we can arrange the shipping of your device.